Let's talk about how the top performing B2B sales teams are changing the game. And that's with product-led sales. Hey, I'm Manami, I'm head of growth at Endgame, and we're breaking down how the best reps are using product data to sell more effectively and maximize their revenue. In this video, we're gonna cover what product-led sales is and how it improves each stage of the sales cycle, from prospecting, accelerating pipeline, maximizing ASP, and driving expansion. So let's dive in. All right, before we get into the details, let's first define product-led sales. Product-led sales, or PLS for short, is when product data is a core part of your sales strategy. So what's product data? Just so we're on the same page, we're defining product data as information about how your users and companies are using your product today. Sales takes that information to better understand who they should target, how to build a compelling business case, and what message will be the most effective. In the end, this helps reps generate more pipeline and just close deals faster. Now you might be thinking, isn't that the same thing as product-led growth? Not quite. Product-led growth, also known as PLG, is when your product can be used as a channel to drive acquisition, monetization, and retention. Most commonly, people think about PLG when customers can sign up for your product without talking to anyone. But honestly, whether you have a PLG motion or not, as long as your sales team use product data and likes acronyms, you too can do PLS. Jokes aside, product-led sales equals sales plus product data. Super simple. It's all about using product data to make reps more productive, better support your customers, and ultimately, increase revenue. Now that we know the what, let's talk why. Efficient growth is the name of the game, and a rep's time is one of the most valuable assets a company has. Every moment spent on accounts that aren't going to close is time lost on deals that will. Product-led sales is the solution to give reps the right data to focus on the right opportunities at the right time. So why is product data the right data? Product data is your highest intent signal because it tells you what your users are doing and what their pain points are based on their actual usage. On top of that, it's first party, real-time data that actively changes as people engage and disengage with your product, so you have the most up-to-date information on what's going on. Lastly, it adapts and learns over time, so you can continuously analyze it to learn how specific actions correlate to revenue. Reps today are already using things like firmographic data, such as headquarter location or industry, or marketing behavior like clicked an email or visited the website. But when's the last time that actually told you somebody wanted to buy? Product data, above all, is the closest you're going to get to the wants and needs of your customer. Full stop. The best part of product-led sales is that no matter how your team is functioning today, it's easy to layer in. All you need is product data and a team who wants to crush their quota. Any idea on where to find one of those? Now, depending on your current strategy, product-led sales can solve many different challenges. For PLG companies, it helps reps filter through a wide self-serve user base for the best sales opportunities. Additionally, it can help them move up market into bigger companies by building a strong business case to sell top-down. On the other hand, if you're sales-led, product-led sales can highlight prime expansion opportunities outside of the renewal timeframe and help uncover how evals are actually progressing. So whether you're PLG or you're sales-led, product data improves productivity at every stage of the sales cycle. Starting with prospecting, product-led sales helps you find the right champions and buyers to reach out to and prioritize your time on the accounts with the highest revenue potential. From there, you can expedite discovery by monitoring adoption to make sure your opportunity is moving forward the way you really want it to. And then once it's time to forecast, insight on how they're actually using the product makes you more confident in committing that deal. Lastly, we're always looking for the land and expand. Product-led sales helps you drive expansion, flagging the right moment for an upsell or cross-sell or expansion conversation based on product signals. Really? With all that juice it can bring, why aren't you doing product-led sales today? All right, let's get deeper into how prospecting gets easier with product-led sales. That means creating more pipeline with fewer activities. The worst case scenario is that you spend all your time doing cold calls, leaving voicemails, sending emails, but barely get any deals. So what are ways that you can use product signals to change that? We'll cover two main things: prospecting to the right accounts and reaching out to the best people within them. First, picking the right accounts. When you're prioritizing accounts, you want to find companies that have the highest revenue potential and are most likely to close. Existing product usage within a company is the best foot in the door to build a deal on. Think about it. If you could reach out to a company who's already using your product versus someone who's never heard of you before, which one do you think you're going to get a deal with first? Product signals not only highlight which accounts to reach out to, but also when. For example, if a company is already using your product and is rapidly adding users in the last week, that's a great sign that the product is top of mind. With data like this, you can make sure you're targeting 1, a company who's already familiar with your product, and then 2, is actively investing in it today. Now, raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by a rejection email. Imagine a world where you never again have to read our all-time favorite email response: unsubscribe. Not only can product signals highlight the right accounts, it can also make sure you're reaching out to the right people. 9 times out of 10, there's always going to be more users in your product than you see in your CRM. By looking at usage, you can better map each persona within the account: who your champion is, who the buyer is, and who a potential detractor is. Let's use an example. Say I'm an enterprise rep at Loom. I'm trying to sell into a large company. As I look at the account, I see a couple people that pop out. First, I see Mary. She's recorded a lot of Loom videos, shares them often, and is always using the latest features. Mary is going to be my go-to girl to map out this account. I also see Key. He's a billing admin, but other than that, isn't really using the product, so he may or may not be a potential detractor. Lastly, I see Zoe. She's the VP of the team and my ideal buyer, and she recently just logged in for the first time. We know personalizing emails is a must-do these days, and using product behavior can help significantly increase response rates. Gone are the days of, hey, I see you went to school with my third aunt, and say hello to, hey Zoe, welcome to Loom. Did you know about this cool new feature that's going to change your life? Now that you have a deal, let's go over how to accelerate it with product-led sales. We'll cover 2 main things: how to use product data to prioritize the right opportunities, and how to monitor deals as they progress. As a sales rep, it can be tough to know which deals to prioritize and which ones to let go of. But the good news is that it's possible to know which opportunities are likely to close, all based on product data. When used correctly, product data can provide sales reps with a data-driven view of their pipeline, allowing them to focus their time on accounts that are likely to close, backed by real-world usage and conversion data. This means no more working accounts based on hunches or just what your prospects are saying. This can look as simple as having key product signals that are must-have for each deal stage, a product version of BANT, if you will. It could also look like using machine learning to predict whether a deal will close based on historical data. The quicker you know which deals are the ones that are really taking off and which ones you're putting on ice, the clearer your picture is on whether you have a gap towards your goal or not. But that's not all. By monitoring actual product adoption and ensuring proof of value, you can proactively manage stakeholders and accountability throughout the entire sales process. This involves defining success metrics and goals, and then using product data to verify whether or not those goals are being met. Simply put, product data helps you better understand your pipeline so you can increase the likelihood of blowing out your number. Next, let's talk about how product-led sales can help maximize your ASP, aka average sales price. Why would we want to do that? Imagine you're a runner and you want to cover more ground. Joke's on me, I am not a good runner, but stay with me here. To go faster, you can either take more steps or take longer steps in the same amount of time. The fastest runners have a high cadence and a long stride length. The same is true for sales. To increase revenue, you can either close more deals or increase your average sales price. Increasing your ASP means that you can hit the same revenue number by closing fewer deals. Or better yet, increase your ASP and your deal volume to really blow out your revenue target. There's 2 ways product data can be used to maximize ASP. The first, building a compelling business case, and the second, creating targeted upsell messaging. So the first way is building a compelling business case. A great example of this is when you're driving a deal to sell across an entire organization versus just to an existing team. First, you want to summarize the value the existing team has already gotten from the product based on key features and activities, and then use that story with the executive buyer to drive a larger deal size. The second way to maximize ASP is by creating targeted upsell messaging based on product data. Let's take Figma for an example. Their sales team is focused on upselling accounts from their Pro plan to their Org plan. And they found that when customers have duplicate design files, it's a great indicator that they could use the design systems feature. Sales reps now can use that as a product signal to reach out and pitch their Org and Enterprise plan that includes features like version control, branching, and merging. Even without adding any seats, that's a 3x to 6x increase in ASP per account. Bada bing, bada boom. But there you have it. By using product data, you can maximize your ASP by building a compelling business case and creating targeted upsell messaging. Product data can be used across the entire sales cycle. But now let's zoom in on expansion specifically. Driving expansion revenue is especially critical for companies as they prioritize metrics like net dollar retention and lifetime value of a customer. Expansion strategies are also based on your pricing model. So how do you find the expansion strategy that's right for you? Product-led sales unlocks key signals for reps to quickly understand what expansion strategy is right for which account. We'll define the types of expansion and the key product signals to look for within each one. There are 3 types: seat expansion, consumption, and plan upgrades. Seat expansion is when you buy more seats at a set price per seat. A really good signal for this in product data is when there's an influx of new user invites or when an account is at capacity for seat allocation but already has strong usage. Consumption-based expansion, on the other hand, is when you buy more credits based on projected usage. A great signal here are accounts who are near or already above their allotted credit limits. Finally, plan upgrades involve upgrading product tiers or plans, like going from Pro to Org. This is a good opportunity when you have many groups of users within the same account to consolidate onto a single plan within a company. Another opportunity is similar to Figma, when you see usage that indicates a need for a feature in a higher plan. If driving expansion is your priority, product-led sales is the way. And there you have it. We've gone through a crash course on all things product-led sales. We've defined what it is, its importance in driving efficiency for reps, and how it improves each stage of the sales cycle. Product data helps reps prospect efficiently by focusing on the right accounts and the right people, accelerate pipeline by prioritizing the right opportunity and monitoring adoption, maximize ASP by building compelling business cases and targeted upsell messaging, and drive expansion by identifying the right signals based on your pricing model. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on all things product-led sales.